Hello everyone, Chrissy here at A Little Glam, A Lot of Mom. Welcome to this video, and if you're new here all around, welcome. I'm a homeschool mom of 5 from early elementary to senior high school. That's right, we almost have our first 2 graduates, you guys. Today's video is part 2 of a series of homeschool haul videos. I'm sharing a little bit of everything in these haul videos, from art supplies to hands-on resources to books and more books. I'll link the first video in the description box just in case you missed it. And today's haul is all about books. I found this series at the thrift store for 20 cents each, and this is 4 out of the 6 books, I believe, that are part of this complete Emily Winsnap series. It's a coming-of-age children's book series written by British author Liz Kessler. The series follows the adventures of Emily Winsnap, a young girl who discovers she is a mermaid on her 13th birthday. The book blends elements of fantasy, adventure, and friendship. I haven't read through all of them just yet, so if you have, please let me know your opinions. But the research I've done so far is in book 1, The Tale of Emily Winsnap. Emily discovers her true identity as a half mermaid when she moves to a seaside town and begins swimming lessons. She learns about her father, who is a merman, and her mother, a human. So the story follows her as she explores her newfound underwater world and makes friends with other merfolk. Book 2, the sequel, Emily Winsnap and the Monster from the Deep. Emily and her friend discover an ancient mermaid prophecy that leads them on an adventure to confront a sea monster threatening the underwater realm. Emily Winsnap and the Castle in the Mist. Book 3, Emily and her friend Erin embark on a journey to a mysterious castle hidden in a magical mist. And book 4, Emily Winsnap and the Siren's Secret. In this installment, Emily finds herself in a dangerous situation when she meets a group of sirens who lure ships to their doom. The next book is Wolf Hollow by Lauren Wolk. I've read and heard wonderful reviews about this young adult historical fiction set in rural Pennsylvania during World War II. The story follows a young girl named Annabelle who lives in her family's farm. The peacefulness of Annabelle's life is disrupted when a new girl named Betty moves to Wolf Hollow. Betty is a bully and targets Annabelle and her younger brothers. The situation escalates when Betty goes missing, and a reclusive World War I veteran named Toby becomes the prime suspect. It explores difficult themes of justice, prejudice, bravery, and the complexities of human nature, which is why Bella and I will probably read this as a shared read-aloud at some point later this school year. So the next 2 are adult novels. Mozart's Starling is a nonfiction book written by Lyanda Lynn Haupt. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. The book explores the intriguing relationship between the legendary composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and a European starling. It's a blend of natural history, biography, and memoir. The narrative revolves around the author's own experiences raising a rescued starling named Carmen, and she intertwines her personal journey with historical anecdotes about Mozart's own pet starling. According to legend, Mozart acquired a starling in 1784 and was fascinated by its ability to mimic melodies, including parts of his compositions. The Murmur of Bees is a novel originally published in Spanish. It was translated into English and published. So this novel explores themes of family, love, resilience, and the interplay between the human and natural worlds. It's against the backdrop of historical events such as the Mexican Revolution and the influenza pandemic of 1918. The characters navigate personal struggles and a societal upheaval. It's the story of a mysterious child who is discovered abandoned in a field covered in bees. There is a deep connection with bees, and it seems to possess an understanding of the natural world. I finally picked up our first Heroes of History. I've seen and heard so much about this series. I want to see what it's all about. I think it might be a good shared read aloud for my teens and Bella, who's 11, but I don't think it'll keep the attention of my youngest elementary age children. I chose John Smith to add to our resources and reads for early American history. And speaking of American history, I was able to source this, what is an American history series by the Who HQ Books. So I don't think this is a set that is being published or sold anymore by the publisher. The only way to find this set new is by independent retailers or used. But I was lucky enough to find this set at Costco for just $52. All of these together retail over $150. So it was a great find. Head out to Costco, you might be able to still find it as well. So again, this is a 25 book collection, and the titles include: What were the Twin Towers? What is the Women's Rights Movement? Who was Neil Armstrong? Who was Cesar Chavez? What was the March on Washington? What was Pearl Harbor? Who was Eleanor Roosevelt? What was the Great Depression? Who was Amelia Earhart? Where is Mount Rushmore? Where is the Grand Canyon? What was the Wild West? Who was Sitting Bull? What is the Statue of Liberty? Who was Sojourner Truth? What was the Battle of Gettysburg? Who was Abraham Lincoln? What was the Underground Railroad? What was the Lewis and Clark Expedition? Where is the White House? What is the Constitution? What is the Declaration of Independence? Who was George Washington? What was the Boston Tea Party? What was the first Thanksgiving? I'm really curious about the historical insights, depth, and truth these books contain. Not included, so I did purchase separately Christopher Columbus because we are in the early explorers era of American history at the moment. And so we finished this book already as a shared read aloud. And I will say that I appreciated the perspective. It wasn't your typical Christopher Columbus was a hero. It told the accurate tellings of his voyages, and along with his mistakes and character. So I have a good hope for the rest of the history books in this series. We have a new cookbook for our collection. We utilize cookbooks not just for life skills, but for incorporating living math. The Avatar: The Last Airbender cookbook, official recipes from the Four Nations. It's based on a personal, for us, family favorite animated TV series, and features recipes inspired by the diverse and authentic cuisines of the Four Nations in the Avatar world: Air Nomads, the Water Tribe, Earth Kingdom, and the Fire Nation. The cookbook is filled with vibrant illustrations and images inspired by the artwork of the original series. Throughout the book, you also find tidbits of lore about the different nations and insights into the cultural significance of certain foods. It's a really good companion to the series, and we were inspired by the new live series on Netflix to learn a new Asian palette, recipes, and just ingredients that we haven't worked with in the past. We love visiting Asian, not just restaurants, but markets in our area. It's a cuisine we already really do enjoy and indulge in as a family, and so we're excited to have this in our cookbook collection. Insectopia, the Wonderful World of Insects, the Large Encyclopedia. This is a stunning, large, full-page illustrated insect encyclopedia. It says it's targeted for ages 12 to 15, which is really strangely specific, and perhaps the text is written in a way for a young adult audience. However, the topics and information, anyone who wants to learn more about insects can learn from it. There is more information in this book than in many of our other insect books marketed for children, including anatomy, order, biology, development, evolution, courtship, adapting to island life, flying, acrobatics, life in the darkness, coexistence, and more. We added more titles in this series to complete our collection for now, because there is another title releasing later this year. This is the Over and Under series by Kate Messner. We've added Over and Under the Waves. In this title, we're exploring the diverse marine life above and below the ocean through vivid illustrations and engaging text. So the book educates readers about the interconnectedness of ocean ecosystems and the fascinating creatures that inhabit them, like dolphins and whales above the waves and sharks and coral reefs below them. It also highlights the importance of conservation and environmental stewardship, which we're all about here, with an educational glossary and information towards the back of the book, just like every other title in this series. Over and Under the Canyon, following a similar format to Over and Under the Waves. In this book, readers explore the wonders of the desert canyon ecosystem, discovering the diverse plants, animals, and geological features that inhabit both the surface and depths of the canyon. This will be a good read during our U.S. States Geography studies and the Grand Canyon State Park or landmark. And the next set of books is also to complete a book series collection. This one is the lovely nature book series by Diane Hutz Aston. So we've added A Rock is Lively, A Seed is Sleepy, A Shell is Cozy, and A Beetle is Shy. Author Diane Hutz Aston is known for her beautifully illustrated collection of nature books for kids. Her books explore various aspects of nature. Each book just flows with this rhythmic language, painting vivid pictures of the subjects she explores, whether it's a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis or the intricate patterns found on a beetle or different types of eggs. By infusing her writing with poetic elements such as metaphors, similes, and descriptive imagery, the author creates just this immersive reading experience that really engages the senses and stirs the imaginations of young readers. I can see it every time I'm reading one of these books to my children. These books have grown with my kids as well. As they're younger, we're just reading the shorter poetic text, and in the later years, reading through the informative text as well. The illustrations always inspire our own nature journal entries. I dare say this collection is a must-have for every young naturalist and naturalist family. Alright friends, and with that I can wrap up this book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I personally love thorough book hauls or book flip throughs because when you're purchasing a book online, you can't always see it beyond the cover page. And so if you appreciate that as well, give me a thumbs up so I know to keep that format. There will be one more video in this haul series, and it will be more books, but more so book guides that I utilize as our curriculum and our spines for studies. So don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your love.